Hi there, Pisces. Healing Grasshopper here to do your 2026 yearly forecast, where we'll take a peek into what the year holds for us. So, this reading will be a special 11 card spread. It's designed to look at the overall energetic arc of the year ahead. So as always, this reading is for your sun, moon, rising, and north node signs. And if you're especially interested in love, you can also uh, look at your Venus sign. Um, so, of course, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, right? So, our first card is going to be the energy you're carrying into this year. Um, see what that energy is. The energy that you're carrying, that Pisces is carrying into the year. Well, King of Wands, very nice. King of Wands is an energy of innovation and the fearlessness that it takes to be innovative, right? This is one who is not following in anyone's footsteps but his own, and he likes it that way. This is like the Elon Musk, Jeff Bezoses of the world. They carve a new path and create something, you know, big and great. But they got there believing that they can do it, that they can create something that's never been seen before, right? And that's something that comes naturally to Pisceans because you guys are the dreamers. You dream up a lot of amazing things. But here's the thing. Um, Pisces can, of course, get caught up in dreams. And uh, fail to accomplish things because they're so wrapped up in dreams. And Linda Goodman, who is my favorite astrologer who's no longer with us, talked about there being two Pisceans, the dreamers and the dreamer doers, right? So the dreamers are the ones that I just talked about, who kind of become lost in their dreams and they don't seem to accomplish anything because they're lost in the dream. Um, but this is about dreamer doer here. So, first of all, my viewers are light workers. Um, I attract light workers, high vibrational people who have come to this earth to make a positive change in the world. So here you are, light worker Piscean, who is ready to put the dreams that inspire him the most, or her. I'm saying him because he's the king of wands here, but the gender is not important. Um, you Pisceans who are listening here are really going to um, be working towards your dreams. And you're not going to be alone. First of all, the dreams are being fueled by spirit anyway. So you guys are very intuitive. So you are going to be working hand in hand with your spirit guides to produce something amazing. And by the way, many of the astrologers last year, when they were talking about um, Pluto moving into Aquarius, was they were talking about Pisces being the most prominent sign in the coming years, as Pisceans are going to be the ones coming up with um, the big course correcting, uh, course changing energy for the collective, like new innovation in AI and maybe cures for cancer and that kind of thing, like huge changes for the collective. So, Pisces, I hope you're really absorbing that because I'm talking about you who's listening right now. Because oftentimes when you hear things like that, astrologers will talk about, like what I just said. It's like, oh, you don't include yourself in that Piscean collective. You are a part of that Piscean collective. There's a spotlight on you. So our next card is the core theme for this year. Hanged Man. Ta-da! The Hanged Man is about a change in perspective. This is you seeing yourself and the world around you in a new light. And part of that new light is you coming into the realization of the King of Wands. Like you are not chopped liver. You are really, whoops, you are really a part of the mechanism in the world. And we often think of ourselves as, oh, I'm just one person. I can't change the world. Oh, yeah? This year and the coming years are going to surprise you in what you can accomplish. So, Hanged Man is about you coming into that realization. Your next card is the Strength card. What's the strength going to be this year? Oh, you've got the Two of Cups. So, you are going to draw strength from your relationships. This is the support in your life. Now, there is a caveat that I want to give you because I just heard keep your plans to yourself, Spirit said. So, this sounds contradictory, right? Because I'm saying you're going to draw strength from your relationships. Now, your high vibrational relationships, Pisces, you're going to need to remain vigilant on who is really supporting you and who's not. Because Pisces, you can be very trusting of people. But this is all baked into the strength here. You're going to be learning about your connection. So I'm not really worried about that. You're going to learn how to identify the people who are really supporting you. But whatever. back to the original message is you're going to be doing big things. And part of that is getting support from spirit, but also the people who wish you well. But be careful not to let other people's energy into your um, emerging energy. What that means is when you have a dream and you decide to implement this dream, get to it, get going. You don't need to consult with others and see what they think about it, whether they like the idea, that kind of thing. That is between you and spirit, not with these people. Okay? These people come to play in your life when you're already implementing the plan and the plan is already firmly in place, right? And then you can, it's kind of like YouTube, right? Let's say you have a YouTube, you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Before you start is not when you should be telling people, right? Just start the channel, right? And put it together and start and wet your feet with the channel, right? But once you feel that it's well established, not when things are perfect, but once it's well established and moving, that's when you can maybe tell people. But it's not, again, it's not going to be, hey, what do you think about me starting a YouTube channel? No. What do you think about me starting this kind of business? Mm-mm. Just start the business. They'll be happy for you and congratulating you later when starts uh, turning a profit or whatever. I think you know what I mean. Okay, why is that? Because this dream and this intention is energy that comes from you. And that's like a seed that you water, you're waiting to germinate, right? And it is germinating off of your energy. You don't want to be bringing other people's energy into your germinating seed, right? It could kill the seed. The seed could come out not the way you want it to come out. I think you understand what I'm saying. So you're going to wait. But you're going to have really great support from the people who wish you well at some point. Your challenge that's going to bring you growth this year. I'm pretty sure Aquarius got this, or Capricorn in the same position. Um, challenge is Nine of Swords, which is you learning to manage everything all of your tasks that you need to work on and accomplish. Um, which makes sense, right? Because over here, the King of Wands, he is looking to start new projects, right? So there's a lot that goes into starting a new project, and sometimes it's going to be tiring and overwhelming. But you are going to learn to manage all of that. What to do yourself, what to delegate, um, prioritizing, eliminating. all of that kind of thing is going to be a challenge in this year, but it's going to be the training wheels where you're going to get better and better this year at managing all of those things. Because this isn't just about this year. These are things that are gonna grow in the coming years. So this is like um, what everyone goes through in the beginning of an endeavor and learning lessons by getting through challenges. So our next card is what wants to be released. And we have the Hierophants. That's very interesting. That's, but it makes sense for a Piscean. Um, Hierophant is about there are obligations in life, the things that have a certain control over us. This on the opposite side of King of Wands makes so much sense. We've got the King of Wands, the innovator, the guy that follows his own path. Hierophant represents conformity. So this is releasing conformity of how things were done in the past and how people, what's expected of you. Um, but it doesn't mean that you're going to release all of it. I mean, there is value in looking at how things were done in the past and the tried and true and that kind of thing. But um, since you are carving your own path, there's no user's manual for this because no one's really done what you're doing before, right? So there's going to be a looking inward instead of um, direction from a higher source, if that makes sense. So our next card is what wants to emerge in your. Oh, I didn't even see that come out. What wants to be? What wants to emerge in your life? I looked down and there it was. Um, which is the Page of Wands. Very interesting. We've got a Page of Wands under the King of Wands. Right. So the overall energy is the master innovator. And what's emerging is your master innovator. This is the beginning. This is where the King of Wands was in the beginning. What's emerging? Your ability to bring your dreams into the physical plane. So, what wants to emerge? Your inner innovator. So, our love and emotion. I'm pretty sure this isn't reversed. Not reversed. Our emotional lives is strength. It's interesting. This says so much. Strengthen our emotions is not letting our emotions run away with us, in using our instincts and also our intellect um, before we let our emotions run away with us. Because Pisces, I was saying before up here that you can be trusting because you have ideals um, that you expect everyone to be as idealistic and loving as you are. And first of all, when you find out that that's not true throughout life, it can be very upsetting, right? So that's part of this where you are accepting in the strength that not everyone holds your ideals, and that's okay, right? But it also gives you strength in discerning who is who um, has ideals closer to yours and who doesn't, because it's not always easy to see. And there's also um, overcoming the confusion and like the drowning in the emotion, overcoming that, if that makes sense. So, whoops, I have the deck upside down. So our next card is our career and material path. Hmm, which is the Four of Swords. Okay. So what this means, this is pretty much, I call the chill out card. Um, this depicts the knights in the Middle Ages who had this strange practice of lying in a coffin after a battle to reflect on the fact that they should be grateful that they're still alive and that they didn't die, is the story of the card. But what this is saying is um, there needs to be a time of reflection and of calm and quiet, right? So this card brings calm, patience, reflection, right? Because all of this um, fire here, um, which is all about motivation that you have behind your ideals, right? Um, then you have the controlling of your emotions, and over here is the calming of your anxiety and your thoughts. That you need to focus on one task at a time and not being overwhelmed by racing thoughts, and because you're gonna have a lot of inspiration, by the way, a lot. The downloads are gonna be crazy. So part of this is, not being overwhelmed by them. Our next card is spiritual guidance and higher wisdom. So this is what the universe are and spirit guides want to ooh, teach us. which is the Seven of Swords. So this is labeled like the thief card. He's taken these swords from this encampment um, to have an advantage over his opponents. So what this is meaning for you from spirit is rising above. This is you not being afraid to stand out and to compete, right? Because competition doesn't come naturally to you, Pisces. You're very kumbaya, but competing doesn't mean that you're assaulting anyone else. It just means that you are being the best Pisces that you can be, which may be better than other people. Your performance might just come out better than other people, and that's okay. You can be proud of that. Your next card is your life purpose that you'll be growing towards in this year. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not reversed. Two of Wands. Making a choice towards what inspires you. But he's holding my eye went straight to the globe here. This is what inspires you that is going to be for the greater good of all. This isn't just satisfying yourself, Pisces. This is something everyone is going to be able to share in. This is the kind of thing, like I said in the beginning, like the cure for cancer, that kind of thing. Um, but whatever your individual contribution may be. Our next card is the outcome. What's going to be the point of this year? Okay, not reversed. Page of Pentacles. The outcome in this year is beginning to see the fruits of your labor. You know, not only are you implementing something new, the page is beginning, right? So there's going to be some kind of results or sign that, wow, this is really going to work. Okay. So let's get an advice card by yourself. Whispers of Love. Sacred Destiny. Okay. Messages from the universe. These. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay. Hold on. I've got some wrong cards here from another deck. Fell in here. Oh boy. Where'd you guys get in here? Okay. What deck this is, guys? I'm sorry. I don't have the packaging any longer. I like to share the decks that I'm using, but I can't. Hold on. Is this our card? Not our card. Okay. I think we've got it together now. Yes. There we are. Okay. We've got just one. Yes. All right. What do we got? Oh, there's two. This one. Okay. So it says, to where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow, we open up our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and minds expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Pick a location on, it says today's soul action. Pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you will get there and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants, anything that will create movement to let the universe know that you are ready to make it happen. Believe you can. We talked a little bit about that. How I was saying, I'm talking about you, yeah, you. That needs to penetrate. Look in the mirror. That's who I'm talking to. You are very, very important for the collective in the coming years, but this year beginning. Okay? Um, I hope that's enlightened things for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. For those who are new, welcome. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for stopping by and staying. Um, please hit the like and subscribe button. I am celebrating finally getting to 1,000 subscribers. Uh, in the past few days, on the 29th to be exact of December. So thank you all of you for your role in getting me there. I appreciate you all. Um, Even if you think you're subscribed, please have a look and make sure that you are subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and click and don't forget to like. Um, don't forget the notification bell because there are a whole lot of videos coming. I was away for December, but January I'm back and there's going to be a lot of them. You've got yearly, monthly, weekly, bonus. There's probably timeless coming in this month, some astrology uh, readings. There's a lot. So don't miss it. Um, if you're really inclined to helping me, what I would really, really appreciate is uh, going to my playlist that I've made for you. There are many of them. There's a Pisces playlist and all of the zodiac signs plus um, timeless pick a card astrology, right? Um, so have a look, choose a playlist, and set it on autoplay. Have it on while you're doing your daily tasks in the background. Um, while you're winding down and in bed too, as you sleep. because watch hours really does help this channel to grow. Um, I'm doing my best to grow this channel. So thank you for your help. Um, I am thrilled that I got this far, and I never thought I would, but here I am. Um, I will speak to you guys soon. Love, light, and many blessings.